Once upon a time, there lived a
little old woman
and a
little old man
in a little old cottage on the outskirts of a little old town. The old woman was quite the baker, cooking up a storm in the kitchen every Tuesday and every Friday. One Tuesday, she called to her husband working in the garden.
What shall I bake today?
He thought for a moment, then replied, inspired.
A gingerbread man.
The old woman beamed at the challenge
That's something I've not made in years.
and immediately made a start, mixing the dough, rolling it flat and cutting it into the shape of a little man. She added eyes, a little mouth and some buttons for decoration from nuts, pasta and a little bag of magic beans she found at the back of the cupboard,
These are probably past their best, but good to use up.
and popped him in the oven. While she waited for the gingerbread to cook, she hummed to herself and watched her husband work in the garden. And when the cooking timer was nearly up, she boiled the kettle and set aside a mug for his morning tea. But the moment the oven dimmed, it flew open wide, and the gingerbread man astonished her by leaping out with a triumphant
Don't eat me!
and raced out of the kitchen and towards the front door singing,
Run as fast as you can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man!
Out of the front door he flew, with the old lady hot on his tail, and right past the surprised old man, still working in the garden. He turned and licked his lips as the delicious-looking
And smelling.
gingerbread man sped past him. The cheeky gingerbread man looked over his shoulder and confidently sang,
I've outrun an old lady and I've outrun an old man. Run as fast as you can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man.
and raced out the gate and down the lane. It wasn't long before the sight of the gingerbread man with a little old woman and man in tow caught the attention of a pig, who
Oinks.
his approval for the scrumptious-looking gingerbread man and joined the chase.
I've outrun an old lady, I've outrun an old man. I'll outrun you too, piggy. You run as fast as you can, but you won't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man.
In short order, a cow and a horse joined the chase. Each met with the same jeers from the confident gingerbread man.
I'll outrun you all.
He cried.
No, you can run as fast as you can. You'll never catch me. I'm the gingerbread.
But just then he came upon a river. Too wide to leap and too wet to cross, he was
Stuck.
With his chasers closing in, he searched for a way across and was beginning to fret when a fox slinked up.
I'll carry you, Crow.
The fox said slyly, and quickly added,
You need not fear me. I'm purely carnivorous.
he winked.
Besides, you can ride on my tail far from my mouth.
The gingerbread man thought this a pretty decent compromise and jumped up onto the fox's tail, and they waded into the river just as the panting old man, woman, pig, horse and cow arrived at the riverbank. All was going well, and the gingerbread man taunted his collected chasers as they looked longingly from the edge of the river. But the fox appeared to be struggling in the current.
Jump to my back. You'll stay dry there.
He called back to the gingerbread man. The gingerbread man, feeling his little moist feet, did as he was told. But only moments later, the fox again called back.
I still can't get you dry on my back. Jump on my head.
The gingerbread man, feeling a little nervous about the rising tide, did as he was told again. But it wasn't long before the apparent rising water caused the fox to say again.
Jump on my nose so I can keep you out of the water.
The gingerbread man, now so concerned about the rising damp, once more did as he was told, and, of course, the fox simply opened his mouth and swallowed the delicious gingerbread man in one bite. And that, children, is why you should never go to the water for at least 30 minutes after your food.